What's up, YouTube fam? What's up, fellas? These are the 3 lies that I told myself when I was sitting at 312 pounds. And if you fat, you probably telling yourself the same bullshit. so let me go ahead and just jump into this by saying, guys, we all lie to ourselves. We do it so much that it's damn near just a thing of the norm. But when you awaken yourself and you realize, like, damn, man, I gotta change some shit, you start to get real with yourself. And when you get real with yourself, everything fucking changes, man. I'm so serious. Like, I said it yesterday, my mindset is completely different. I don't walk around thinking I'm this 312-pound guy no more. My mind is catching up with my body. So the way I move, the way I walk, the way I talk, my whole aura is just different. I was never afraid to speak to people before, but now I'm really like anxious or I'm really like excited when somebody just come up to me and just ask some bullshit or just want to make conversation. I'm more calm, easygoing, and just a lot more direct. I have no problem saying no now. Not because I didn't say no before, but because I actually cared about people's feelings and shit before. No is a boundary, and boundaries equal freedom. So now that I'm cool with my boundaries, I'm cool with having the freedom to do what the fuck I want to do now. You know what I mean? So it's like when you step into this world and you're stepping into who you're supposed to be, it just feels so much better. You're going to tolerate less bullshit and you're going to be more in tune with yourself. Don't get me wrong. I still have days to where it's like, damn, what if I would have did it this way? What if I would have did it that way? Then I snap myself back to reality and just be like, you know what? You can't change the past. The only thing you can do is keep working on yourself and move forward. God places people and things in your life for a reason. Hence, that's probably why he placed me in front of you today. So the first lie that I told myself when I was a fat ass, I was just like, man, I got time. Bull fucking shit. You do not have time. I was literally a slip and fall away from not meeting my unborn daughter. I was a slip and fall away from not watching my daughters go to elementary school, go to middle school, high school, and go off to do great things. I was a slip and fall away from not being able to see my son, and he had already lost his mother a couple years prior. So that would have been real selfish of me to not even think about that shit. And then, most importantly, I would have left a woman to raise all these kids by herself, all because I wasn't taking care of my fucking health. Guys, when I look at that shit now, I realized that me being a fat body was not it wasn't a thing of status. It was literally a fucking choice that I made because, oh man, I'm doing well. I ain't got to go to the gym. My life is good. And I'm not looking at the ramifications of my actions. And you never do in the moment because hey, nothing's gonna happen. I'm still here. I'm waking up every day, I'm doing this stuff. And then I get the occasional, motivational push to go to the gym. Then you go for it there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do good. No, nigga, I wasn't doing good at all. I hated to get out of the bed because my knees or my back would be hurting. I hated to look at myself in the mirror in the mornings while I brushed my teeth. So I used to either dim the light or just brush my teeth in the dark in general. I hated the way I felt in clothes. I hated the way I looked when I took pictures. I honestly didn't even like going certain places because it's like, dang, why do I want to go to the gym? People gonna look at me and be like, and it came from a place of like some real insecurities and shit. But if I knew now what I knew back then, my mindset would have been like, okay, well, fuck them. I'm gonna do what I gotta do anyway. Like even in the gym now, if I see a big motherfucker in there, I'm internally applauding them because they looking to make the change. And it's one guy in the gym that I go to here in Poland. I see him every Saturday. I don't see him no more throughout the week because throughout the week I'm in the gym at like 4 o'clock or whatever. I'm up at 4. I just lied. I'm up at 4, but I'm in the gym around like 4:20, 4:30. Take me a little while to walk there. But I only see him on Saturdays when I have a little bit more flexibility and I go to the gym at 5, 5:30. So I see him in there. He see me. He finally came up and talked to me this past weekend. He was like, hey, I see you in here all the time. You've changed. I said, yeah, man. I was like, a lot of prayer and a lot of consistency and a lot of discipline. He's like, how did you do it? I have time, but how did you do it? I said, my man, you don't have time. I was like, 6 months gonna pass either way. If you want to spend them 6 months getting sexy for these bitches, or you want to spend the other 6 months still letting time pass and you looking like this. And he just kind of looked at me weird. I was like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you have to get in the mindset of being an asshole to yourself, because you being soft on yourself is why you in here looking like the Michelin Man. And I touched his belly. So he started laughing and asked, could we work out together? I said, no. He was like, why? I said, because I like to work out alone. I got in this situation by myself. I got to get myself out of it by myself. Plus, I don't like working with people who don't put on deodorant. If y'all been to Poland, some people don't believe in deodorant, and that is a fucking turn off for me. And he one of them, but I ain't gonna say his name because honestly I don't know it. But fellas, that's the key. When you still go to the gym, be respectful to everybody. Put on some fucking deodorant, please. Don't spray no cologne, because then you just there for the wrong reasons. But like, put on some deodorant. And that's one of the main reasons why I want to work with them. But I do like working out alone because I feel like I got myself into this shit by myself. I got to pull myself out of it by myself. And I'm not going to be one of those guys, oh, I'm self-made. I did it all on my own. Nah, bro, I didn't do it all on my own. For one, I had the love, grace, and mercy of Allah. Just praying every day, and just really listening and relying on the word to get me through a lot of these life situations. And then when you go into the gym, I don't even listen to music when I lift. I'm either listening to a sermon or I'm listening to an imam. I'm listening to something that gives me positive energy as I'm putting my body through this torture, because you better fucking believe it. When I'm in that gym, it's war. It is war 24/7, me versus me. I don't give a fuck about nobody else in there. I don't give a fuck about what's going on in my life. I'm listening to the word and I'm at war. And I'm gonna walk out of that bitch. The heaviest weight in the fucking gym is that front door handle. And that's when the war begins, when you pick that shit up. That's the mindset you guys need to have. And you have to go into it hard, you gotta go into it strong, and you have to have the discipline and dedication to come back. Fellas, you're looking at living proof. I'm telling you, being 312 pounds, 315 pounds. I sent Cam a video last night of me in the damn Lamborghini at 300 pounds. This motherfucker laughed at me. He was like, damn, it's crazy you had to be fat to be in a Lamborghini. I was like, damn, fuck you. But it was a funny fuck you, because it's true now that I can look at it. Now I get out of a Lambo now. I mean, I'm probably gonna wear bummish clothes, no name brands, and I'ma still be, top tier, but that ain't even my lifestyle. That's not even what I want no more. I pull up in a damn 1993 Geo Metro and still get out with the world of confidence right now, because I'm the attraction, not a fucking car, right? So, fellas, don't lie to yourself and say that you got time, because you don't. It can be gone just like that. That term, here today, gone tomorrow, fuck that, bro. It's here today, gone today. Take advantage of the time that you got and get on your shit. And I'm here to help you. Lie number 2, I know what the fuck to do. When I'm ready, I'm gonna go and do it. Bullshit, because if your fat ass knew what to do, you would have been in there getting it done a long time ago. Everybody know calories in, calories out. But what kind of calories? Oh, I'm just gonna stay under my caloric deficit. My guy, you just ate you just drunk 3 milkshakes, ate 2 burgers, and 4 things of fries. Well, that's about 6,000 calories. No, my guy, it's way more than that. And you only walked 3,000 steps today. Fellas, you have to realize the things that you're eating that you're not tracking can creep up on you. I seen it firsthand. Oh, Sean, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I ate everything you told me to eat. Oh, you did? Yeah. So what did you use for your eggs? Oh yeah, man, I did like a little this knob of butter. What? So what'd you saute your tomatoes and your vegetables in? Oh man, I did this much of the olive oil. Guys, that's not tracking your macros. That's freehanding some bullshit. I'm to the point where I don't even use cooking spray. Everything I eat is in a fucking air fryer. Like, that's how locked in I'm in. If it's not coming out of the air fryer or I can put it in there, I'm not gonna eat it. I gotta find another way, because I'm trying to stay away from the butter. The non-stick spread for 0 calories, go for it. If you gotta have olive oil, put it in the spray so you don't have to pour it, because those are sneak calories. They sneak up on you and they get you. Once again, it's like the light bulb reference. You know to change the light bulb when it's dead, but if it still don't work, the internals are messed up and you're not qualified to fix that. So humble yourself. Guys, get a coach, because they're going to teach you and tell you the things that you don't know. And the longer you delay that process, the longer you're going to sit there and still look the way you look. Once again, fellas, I had to be mean to myself, which means being real to myself. Sean, you not ugly. You just a fat motherfucker. And once you get all this weight off you, not only are you going to feel better and look better, but your mind is going to be different. Guys, I can be 100% vulnerable and real with y'all. I used to have a real bad gambling problem. No fucking secret. I used to have a real bad fucking gambling problem. And I put myself under the cap of so much debt that I had to literally leave my family so I can go ahead and stack all that money up and pay all these things down so I'm in a better position. Like I said, y'all watching me rebuild my life in real time. I'm no saint. I'm normal just like everybody else, and I don't care about being judged because I'm pretty sure some other fucked up shit that y'all doing that nobody really know about. I'm just real enough to be transparent so you learn from my mistakes. I don't give a fuck about being judged no more. Hence, that's one of the perks of being in great shape and looking good butt ass naked. It's a mirror, like right over there. I wish y'all could see. Every morning I walk by that bitch butt ass naked. Just because I used to hate to look at myself. I don't no more. And when you get to that level, you're going to be walking around like, yeah, I feel good. I look good. And you might not be 100% where you want to be, but you know you're going to get there because you believe in yourself and you know you're going to get there. All it takes is patience, discipline, and that not giving a fuck of what anybody say or think attitude. And you can do that shit. So knowing the calories in, calories out, tying into my gambling habits, it allowed me to focus on other things that I could put that level of discipline into, right? So when I get paid now, man, I'm tracking what comes in and what goes out. You know what? I want to pay this off faster. I don't need this bullshit. So let me devote this resource over to this. And then bam, credit score goes up. Okay, cool. Let me focus on this. Let me focus on that. I can go without this in order to have that. Guys, it is the exact same fucking principle when you get in your life together with your health. You start with your health, then it leaks over into other parts of your life. That's why they say working on your outer is great, but when you're working on your inners, that's even better, because I don't journal as much as I should because I don't really want to. I like reading. I like, walking. I like praying when I walk. I love those things. I'm going to get to journaling, but if you start journaling now and you go across this journey, you're going to be able to open that page up 6 months to a year later and be like, damn, I used to think like that. Damn, that used to be me. And that's growth. You see where you started to where you going. Fellas, you can do that shit, but you got to humble yourself to actually get the help that you need because you don't know everything. Yo, butter, bacon, and wrapping all this shit in grease, that's not healthy. I was guilty of it. Every fucking day I would go to the Zabka and get these things of fried chicken tenders and put them in the air fryer. Oh, this shit healthy because it's chicken. Man, look at all the fat that I just took. And it's like, I just had a great day. I worked out. I got 10,000 steps, but I kept pushing back my progress because I was eating protein, but I wasn't eating the right protein. Grilled, air fried, or oven baked, that's what it should have been. But once again, I thought I knew everything and I didn't. It wasn't until I got that coach to be like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing? Look at how much fat is in there. I'm like, but look at the protein, bruh. The fats, that's important. So you got to get educated and know how to move forward, but you got to humble yourself first. So the third lie I told myself, man, I got money. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Guys, please don't fall for the allure of having money and things that's going to keep you from getting a good body. I was guilty of it. I felt because I was making so much money and I was doing well in life, I didn't have to have a body. Granted, I was blessed with a whole bunch of things, but that wasn't the important part. I became a slave to those things because that's what my idolatry was. It was the nicest car. It was a badass crib. It was getting this for my lady. It was getting this for my kid instead of having God as number one and then putting myself first as well. Guys, don't do it. I'm seeing it firsthand. A lot of women don't even care about the material things. And if they care about the material things, you don't fucking need them anyway. Let them go leech off somebody else. But those women who have the big guys, who are successful, don't get it fucked up. They're secretly lusting and wanting another motherfucker that look like me. Motherfucker that's looking good with their clothes off and not afraid to fucking show it, right? That look like my man Luther, Southpaw Huncho, Alex Reed, Tony Drake. Those are the type of guys that these women falling for. And if your woman can sit here and look in your eye and say, oh, I'm not attracted to a fit guy, she's a motherfucking lie. Number one, that bitch is lying. And two, that's another lie, because now at that point, you got to see where her mind at. Because if she's under the guise that, oh, I don't want my man looking like this, she's trying to keep you at a certain level so you can stay where you are. You can stay boxed in where the fuck you are, right? Because if you look attractive, then her insecurity is going to flare up because other bitches going to want you. And like I said before, No woman want a man that another woman don't. They feed off of it and they love it. They love to see their man in public, other women looking at them. Oh yeah, that's mine. You can't have it. They won't tell you that. Just like women to say, oh baby, you know, you look just fine. They just trying to spare your fucking feelings, bro. When you on top of her, just imagine you being your woman and you on your back. And you got to look up at this big ass dude with a double chin and some fucking titties and him humping, going back and forth and just breathing heavy and shit. She don't like that shit. She just deal with it because she's obligated or committed to you on that level. And she probably thinking of the dude she really want to fuck with. I understand that it's painful, but that's the fucking truth. Have I lived it? Maybe. Do I give a fuck? Nah, because that shit was my fault. I let myself get to that level to where I wasn't taking care of myself. I was happy. Bro, my lady can cook like a motherfucker. She fed me well. She fed the house well. I just didn't have the discipline to say no. I didn't have the discipline to get up and work out. I didn't have the discipline to track my calories because I was comfortable and I was fucking lazy. And those two things I have to attribute to what got me to the point to where I was. Depressed, overweight, and didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do with myself. The only thing I kept relying on was the things, the status, the money, because I knew I had it coming in and I always knew I had the potential to make more. So King's disease is real, guys. It really is. But before you go down that path, check me out. Follow me. I can get you out of that shit before you even step foot into it. You feel me? I'm saying all that to say, stop lying to yourself. We all did it. Well, we all do it and we all did it. The moment you stop lying to yourself, you really gonna love yourself more. You're gonna respect yourself more for it. I'm a living testimony. I love me some fucking me. More than I ever loved me ever in my life. To the point where I'm not gonna ever let a bitch disrespect me. I'm never gonna let another dude disrespect me. I'm gonna always give it, so they have to give it back. And in the event that a motherfucker don't, okay, cool, I know how to treat you. I ain't gonna put my hands on you because I don't work way too hard to get the things I have. I'm just gonna walk away and cut it off forever. And it's easy for me to do it now. Walking away from anything or anybody that makes you feel less than is the highest form of self-respect besides having a great body to go for it. Like I said, those money and things were great. I can buy those, but you can't buy a body. You have to actually work for that motherfucker. And people gonna respect you for the hard work that you put in to get it. And I have people reaching out to me all the time. Oh man, I saw something on YouTube. I saw something on TikTok and Instagram. It looked like you, but I didn't know it was you. God damn, bro, you look good. What happened? What you do? And then I have to explain. Then it's like, man, I gotta come rock with you, man. I gotta get my shit together too. Hey, well, whenever you're ready, holler at me. We're gonna do this shit. You can apply and we'll do. What you mean apply? Yeah, I gotta decide if I wanna work with you or not, bro. Hey, I ain't got a lot of time, but the time I got, I'm gonna devote it to people who serious about this shit. You know what I mean? And I had to stop not only lying to myself because it was just fucking me off, but I started to love and respect myself so much more, guys. I can't stress that enough. Big Sean had to die. So the actual Sean that's supposed to be here, the better version, the best version of Sean, has to live. I know my purpose in life. I'm finally going after it because I have no fear in that no more. And it took for me to get that level of confidence. It took for me to get that level of I don't give a fuckness and just go after it. It's like when you know things, you go and you just got to go after it. And that's what pain has taught me. I'm y'all, and I'm going through a tough time with certain things personally, but I'm finding my purpose through that pain, no matter what. So no matter what happens in that part of my life, I'm still going to be the absolute best version of me. That ain't gonna stop my grind. That ain't gonna stop my show. I'm a bad motherfucker. I tell myself that every fucking day, but I also go out there and fucking prove it. I prove it by getting up and doing I outwork everybody before they even get out of their fucking bed. After I pray, after I piss, after I read, after I take my banana, or after I eat my banana, no diddy. I promise I wasn't at that party, y'all. But after I do all that, I'm out there working my ass off before you even step foot out of your fucking bed. And that's what it's about. That's what it takes. Guys, you're not stuck because you don't know what to do. You simply stuck because you're still negotiating with the version of yourself that's comfortable and lazy, and you won't let them go. I understand if it's comfortable. I already know this. I don't want to do this. But bro, that's where we fail as men. We get comfortable. And then that comfort turns into lazy and complacency and all this other shit that leads you down this path. Guys, stop negotiating with yourself. If you say you're going to do something, fucking do it. That's the core value. That's the core principle of being a fucking man. Hey, I said I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to fucking do it. Let's roll with it. Let's rock. We're here. You know what I mean? If you serious about this, reach out to me. Everybody, hey, if you ain't got my number, my email address and my Calendly link is in the bio description. Whatever you need, I'm here. You know what I mean? But you have to be ready to do this because this shit ain't gonna be easy. You gonna confront shit you never thought you had to confront. You gonna really have to battle with yourself. I can't lift the weights for you and I can't eat for you. You gotta do this shit for yourself and you gotta want it. Fellas, you ain't gotta do all this for your woman. Do this for yourself. Let her be a part of your world. Don't let that bitch be your world. And your world revolves around you getting to the best version of yourself. And I'm here to help you get to the best version of yourself if you're ready. I really truly feel that this journey has brought a new purpose to my life, and it's also brought a different perspective to how I want to walk every single day. And I want that same thing for you guys. With that being said, I'm gonna holler at y'all. And once again, don't play them fucking away games.